Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be going through the chart of now King Charles III, and we will be seeing his Dasha, which is the period, the planets which are active, using the Jyotish, which is the Vedic or Indian school of astrology. So we will open his chart and we will see which planets are now getting activated during the event of ascending the throne and also the coronation. So for the King's chart, of course, the Sun and Atmakaraka are very important to analyze. And the theme here is that Atmakaraka is in the 4th house. This may show the importance, role of his mother, especially the lagna lord is also moon in the simhasana yoga. So that which is bringing him the throne is the moon. And moon is joining the Rahu, the 8th lord. Here the Rahu will play twofold role. On one hand, it will be giving him bad events, also with the Saturn. Rahu, Saturn are the 8th lord, and on the other hand, the Rahu is guaranteeing the inheritance. So we will also see how there are two ways to get the rajayoga or success, the influence in life. So one way is through the Jupiter. It means that you are getting that through either qualification or promoting other qualities, maybe through some kind of networking, maybe that is a little bit Rajas here, Mercury and Venus, but definitely your skills, your resources are giving you that throne, it's giving you that crown. Jupiter is the giver of the crown. It's also symbolizing the Indra, which is the king of the devatas or the gods. Now there is other way to get success in life, and this is the way of Saturn. And this is either through someone's death, someone is giving you the position because of some unfortunate event, or you are getting this through some kind of manipulation or dethrowing the others through some politics. This is also rajayogas given by Saturn. We know that in this chart, this coronation has followed the demise of the mother, so this will be very important to justify the period of coronation. You can also see that in the time Prince Charles was kind in the shadow, we can see that this grahamalika-yoga, that may be one explanation, this type. Second explanation would be the lagna lord is in the 12th house in the chart of work, in the Dashamsa. 12th house is working low profile, being in the back. But there could be other planets which will break this dynamic of hiding or being in the shadow. And if they are activated, they will pull out the person to the limelight, to open places, to the scene that everyone can see that person, that this person will be very, very visible. So to make the Raja Yoga combination out of the way, we have Siddha Yoga. When the Lagna Lord is in the 10th house, the person is striving for success and it has that possibility to attain such level or position. And this is the moon. Lagna Lord, Ascendant Lord is in the 10th house. Very powerful position. Especially this is also another yoga here. We see Arudha Lagna is with the Sun, and this is showing being involved in government family, in government sector, because Sun is showing the kings and Arudha Lagna is showing the social identification. And that moon is in 7 from Arudha Lagna, guaranteeing some form of fame, popularity and also recognition. The Venus will be very important. Prima facie, it is debilitated in the Khala-parivartana, quite negative, but we have to remember this is Khala-parivartana involving the 10th house in the Navamsha and also Atmakaraka and Sun dispositor. So in some position of life, it means sacrificing this potential success for the others, but in some point of life, this can show that this person is now ready to also be visible, also be on the throne. And as we said, the Atmakaraka house is showing who is or what is God in your life. If it's in the 4th house, the role of mother will be very important. And Atmakaraka in Gemini Navamsha may support the extramarital affairs. We know that in the marriage with Princess Diana, they were both involved in extramarital affairs. There are some advanced techniques to choose the planets which will show the best career life in the Navamsha in this chart. This is Jupiter, Moon and the Sun. So this will definitely show the life in narrative or and dynamics of politics or government work. And here with the both luminaries involved, this may show person will attain the highest possible status-wise position. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the thumbs up. It helps with this channel. And if you'd like to see similar videos in the future, if you'd like to be notified, then subscribe with the bell notification on so you are always first one to check up the new videos. And now let's go back to this King Charles III analysis. The other Dasha will show this event very clear, but Vimshotri Dasha is showing the period of Jupiter Venus. So when I was seeing this Venus debilitated in the 3rd house, I was like, this doesn't look very convincing, but let's try to unpack these elements of this Venus. So as we said, the one point is Atmakaraka and Sun dispositor. This will be the very important planet to give the success. The second point in the Navamsha is in the 10th house of the throne, so its Dasha will always activate such activities. We know that his mother was coronated in a Venus Dasha also. And this is with Saturn in Cancer. So this position, remember, Saturn in Cancer always is giving some connections to government or politics. I have made a few readings and I was bold enough to state such things and to surprise of clients in some point of life they were attached or they somehow have some contacts with these political figures or circumstances. So that Venus is Atmakaraka, Sun dispositor, and is also with Saturn in Cancer in the 10th house in the Navamsha. If we want to see how this chart is working, taking other events into consideration, we know that the time of meeting the spouse is very important and it can predict about the future of relationship. So here it happened in Moon Rahu. Rahu is not the best planet because it's the 8th lord in Rashi and is joining 8th lord in the Navamsha. And he married in Moon Jupiter, right? We already said that there must be some connection to 12 in the Rashi, 7th in the Navamsha. Jupiter is aspecting 12 and is dispositing 7th lord in the Navamsha. We see that Mars is 7th lord in 6th house. This is also not the best position for the marriage, and this reflects all these troubles with Princess Diana. Now they separated in 38 age. This is already Ketu age approaching, and the Venus Dasha was there. We see that Venus is already 8th lord in Navamsha. It's 2nd lord from Venus in the Rashi, and it's showing that 4th lord in the 3rd in the Rashi, which is very bad for general circumstances of living happily at home. We know that 3rd house activation can work in many ways depending on the Karaka structure around it, but it can give bad things for the parents, and we will see how it works in that chart. It can give some depression, and it is also not good for being together with spouse. And in this case, because it's also 2nd lord from the Venus, this is how I said about the using the Karaka, and we can confirm with the Navamsha 8th lord with the Saturn Rahu, so a lot of air, a lot of separation is there. So it was activated in such a way. And then when Rahu Dasha started, we had this divorce. So this is 8th lord in Rashi, very easy. 2nd lord from Venus dispositor. And in the Navamsha, Rahu is with the Venus 8 Lord. Now the accident, the fatal accident of his ex-wife, Princess Diana, was also happened in that Rahu. And as taught by Pandit Sanjay Rath, this is 6th house in the Navamsha. And here we have this yoga for accident, Rahu, Mars. Rahu aspecting that Mars. So we see how exactly in Rahu, we could expect, predict, or at least justified having this chart, this negative event. And we remember that the relationship itself started in Moon Rahu, which was already not best muhurta to start the relationship. We also know that he cracked his rib and had the knee surgery in Moon Jupiter. So we see that the Jupiter here in this chart is 9th from the Moon, which is showing the whole structure of the leg, and it's in the 6th house. So we can see that the benefic strong in the 6th was not giving him the best karma, but this debilitated Venus in 3rd, at least for his success or his status, was very good, because in Venus, his mother got coronation. He became the prince in Venus Mars. We see Mars in 10th house in the Dashamsa, so this is his personal power, how he's getting it. And now also this coronation happened in Jupiter Venus. So we know that both of his father and mother, the demise was in Jupiter Venus, and like said, the 3rd house is bad house for both parents, because it's Maraka to the 9th, 7th from the 9th, and it's also the 12th from the 4th house. And we know that he got this throne after the demise of the mothers. So the 4th Lord in the 3rd exactly is showing that circumstance. The dispositor Rahu is 8th Lord, which is showing that inheritance from the mother, 3rd and 8th, inheritance from the mother. Rahu is with the moon, so lagna Lord in the 10th house, he's getting that throne through inheritance, 8th Lord, and mother is going away, 4th Lord in the 3rd house. Therefore, in that Venus Dasha, it was debilitated, so it was very hard time for him, because both of his parents' demise happened in Jupiter Venus, but because this is now Viparit rajayoga. So this is group of rajayogas which we could categorize in that Saturn, either, as I said, replacing other through their demise or going away, or through manipulative ways. This is how Saturn is bringing that rajayoga. So therefore, in our tradition, we are not glorifying very much this type of rajayogas, but if we open his Dashamsa, then definitely we have a huge extreme version of this yoga, because we have 12th Lord Mercury with Jupiter 6th Lord, and there is this parivartana between 6 and 8. So we have all 3 Dushtana Lords involved, 12, 6 and 8. Jupiter and Saturn, they have exchange parivartana yoga, and the Venus is joining that, which is showing that he will give that effect of this Viparita Raja Yoga, and the 12th Lord is there with the Jupiter. So we know that he was very much qualified and taught within that military service. So we see that Mars is in 10th, very strong. We also have the Sun and Rahu in the lagna, but in that dasha of this Viparita Raja Yoga, including the 6th house. So for the kings, for the government people, the service to others. So the 6th house will be very much pronounced in their charts. So many people were asking me to make a video on Viparita Raja Yoga. So this is one example how this yoga were giving effects for this person. And even that Venus debilitated in 3rd house can also be seen from such perspective, because it is like debilitated for the malefic, right? So this is, we could say, benefiting from the double minus, right? Double minuses are giving us the plus, giving us the benefit. Okay guys, so that short video on the Prince Charles timing of his ascending to the throne and coronation. I hope you were enjoying this journey through various planets in the same way like me. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see similar videos in the future. Thanks for being here on this channel and watching till the end, and see you in the next one.